always worked. I put myself through graduate school, or undergrad and graduate school, earning a master's degree in social work. I have been married, divorced, owned a home, and sold a home, all while raising my daughter as a single parent. Does that sound familiar? My story is not original. Until 2010, when at the peak of my career, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder for which there is no cure at this time. I continued to work until 2015 when a fall forced me out of work, which led to my being forced to retire early. I retired from a 14-year career as a caseworker with Erie County Department of Social Services. I applied for Social Security Disability in 2015 and was denied in March of 2016. The uncertainty of my future was looming over my head. I relocated out of state in August 2016 to be with family. This disintegrated quickly, and in February 2017, I landed back in Buffalo, New York, with nowhere to go, and I ended up in Cornerstone Manor, a homeless shelter for women and children. I had to apply for assistance from the very agency I retired from, humbling to say the least. I began receiving pension from my job in September 2017. This was not going to be enough to sustain a household for my daughter and I. The uncertainty continued to loom. I was approved for a Housing Choice Voucher, Section 8, in April 2018, and an overwhelming sense of relief came over me. I was like, whoo, I hit the gold mine, right? No. I began eagerly searching for an apartment on Craigslist, HotPads, etc. While I had been advised not to tell landlords up front I was an HCV recipient, I thought it better to be honest. The no's began to pile up, which led to fear and uncertainty. The most difficult occurred when the landlord looked at me and told me she had rented to Section 8 tenants twice before and had such a horrible experience she would never do it again. I asked this woman if it was because of the money not coming from the government. She said no, it was because the Section 8 people are nasty and don't keep the place nice. In all my work experience and schooling, nothing could have ever prepared me for how low and less than I felt at that moment. I found myself almost begging for this woman's approval, justifying my current situation, for which I had no power over at all. How did I get here? The housing opportunities made equal, for which I went to and applied for assistance with a security deposit, asked me to speak at a local meeting with legislators from Erie County, Buffalo. Next thing I know, here I am. And I am so grateful for this opportunity to be a voice for others who, while their circumstances may be different from mine, have experienced discrimination simply based on the source of their income. So I just want to thank everybody because, my situation is just like many others, I'm sure, but when you're in a situation where you have no idea that I couldn't have gauged at 15 that I was going to end up in this situation with my health concerns and everything else. So, I'm a hard worker. I'm a meticulously neat and obsessive person that keeps everything immaculate. I respect other people's property, and I just think that it's wrong to discriminate against people because of their source of income.